What up, YouTube? I'm in a different location. I'm at the laundromat washing some clothes because my wash machine went out. And at this laundromat, it's free to dry on Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. So that's where we're at. Had hella clothes. It cost like, I want to say $26 to wash because the wash machines are like $4.50 a piece for the medium size ones, $8.50 for the large ones. So yeah, but yeah, I just wanted to get on here and I'm looking all crazy. You know how you look when you go to the wash house. I'm hoping you guys can hear me because I'm supposed to have on this mask. So yeah, just sitting here. It's wash day. Probably gonna go home and clean up. I did a good workout yesterday morning at 5 o'clock in the morning, me and my son. Because he got up and he wanted to work out, so I was like, let me get up and do it. And I didn't feel it. He was like, oh, he was so sore yesterday. And I was like, no, I'm perfectly fine. Because all I did was like some lunges, squats, some crunches. Punched the punching bag, did some plank, and lift some weights. That's about it. Not heavy weights. I think it was only 125-pound one. I just put it in the back of my head and did a couple of those, and that was it. And then I was like, during the day, I was like, no, I'm fine. I woke up this morning. I was in so much pain, guys. So much pain. My stomach was in agony pain, but I'm happy. I take that pain because it shows that I actually did a decent amount of work. And I think I'm going to do some more tonight because I couldn't get up at 5 this morning. I was too tired. And also, I knew I had to do a lot of things like washing and stuff. So I'm just going to do some exercise tonight. Yeah, do some exercise tonight, and yeah, do some exercise. Ouch! Damn it! I just ran over my heel. But yeah, I'm gonna do some tonight. Hopefully, no, I am. I gotta be motivated, you guys. I'm hoping you guys can hear me. Because trying to talk with this mask is ridiculous. But, yeah. I tell you guys, thank goodness for having free dry day. Free dryers. The washing at the wash house is expensive. But it's quicker than washing at home, especially when you have hella shit to wash. And I had hella shit to wash. We had about 6 wash machines, so that's a lot. Right? But until I can get my wash machine fixed, this is what we're going to be doing. This is what we're going to be doing, coming to the wash house on the free dryer days and washing up some clothes. That dryer sounds horrible. Yeah, but I kind of like going to the wash house to wash because it's quick, easy. One wash takes about maybe 2 hours instead of sitting there trying to wash all day at your house. I see a lot of people doing their cleanup days on YouTube, which includes, washing and folding. And let me tell you, I ain't trying to be washing all day. And I normally make my kids wash their own stuff since they teenagers. But yeah. Whew. Lordy, Lordy. I think I'll put this in the car. Yeah. So. Whew, you guys. Sorry if that light is glaring. Well, the sun, not the light. The sun is glaring. Everything is in the dryer now, so let me see where she put it. Everything is in the dryer, so we are halfway done. Oh, sorry guys. We are halfway done with washing, and then I gotta go home. I've been trying to do a lot of little repairs, a lot of little repairs to the house, because one of my goals is to move, and I'm actually wanting to move in the next 3 months. So, that's one of my goals. So I'm trying to just make the house look decent, because we've been at this house for like 6 years, I think now. And over 6 years, it's a lot of shit that it's not, I wouldn't say it's like fucked up. No, it's not fucked up. It's repairable. It's only messed up to the point where I'm able to repair. I mean, like, I don't need nobody big to come in and repair nothing. It's just like little nicks in the walls, holes you put for nailing stuff, cleaning the walls, stuff like that. Probably get like a little gallon of paint and kind of just touch up some stuff, just stuff like that. But I want to leave it in a fairly decent, well, mind you, there's some lords, so their stuff is not fixed to the best of no ability. Like, their cabinets are so dry rotted that they're literally falling apart. They won't fix it, but when we move, they ain't gonna have no choice. They ain't gonna have no choice. It's those kind of slumlords. Like, they'll only fix it if they really, really have to, because they don't want to put no money into nothing. They prefer if they can blame the tenants for whatever's wrong, so they can get the tenants to fix it and keep their little money. Like, I don't understand why you have owners of properties like this, and they know that they haven't really put no real work in their property for over 10 years, but they swear and be damned, any little thing that happens, they swear it's the tenant's fault. When we had to replace the garbage disposal, which they said like, oh, it's under $200, that's your responsibility, even though you had that garbage disposal probably since you bought the house or the house was built. We had to repair, like years ago, the window had fell outwards, okay? And they try to say, oh no, that's not our responsibility, you guys have to replace that. Like, what? When I told you guys 3 or 4 times that the window was like loose, and like, every time you open it, it's like the window could fall out at any moment. Yeah, but let me move, because the window could fall out at any moment, and they try to make us fix it, but they end up fixing it, because it was justly right that it was their fault. It was their fault. So yeah, I just moved because there's people who pull right up, and because I stand in front of the door for the laundry, man, people pull right up. I don't want them in my face. But yeah, Um, I just got those kind of landlords, slumlords, and so I'm just ready to move. I'm over it. Like I said before in previous videos, the house had bugs when we moved in, had roaches when we moved in. They say they sprayed and everything, but we told them that we still seen live ones when we moved in. They was like, oh, we'll get to it, and get to it turned into now they did shit. And when I called them back, they're like, oh, you've been there over a year, so that's your responsibility. It's bullshit like that. I don't like that. I don't like it at all. I don't like it at all. And so, yeah, there's bugs in there, and I've tried my best. I've called out people to come and spray. I've tried to seal up all the cracks. Bought over $100 worth of poison off of Amazon. At this point, it's not worth it. Those are not my bugs, and that's not my house. I'm not going to get rid of. And it's a house, so they're in the walls. Like I swear they're coming out the sockets. I swear I think they're coming out the sockets. So they're in the walls. How can I think you have to tent that shit to get rid of that. At this point, that's not my house. I didn't bring them roaches. Y'all already had them motherfuckers. Because I tell you, when we first moved in, like the reason why we moved into the house, because we had nowhere else to go. Point blank, like we were living with my sister and we were looking for a place because the place we lived in before, the owner sold it, so we had to move out. So we ended up staying with my sister, but it was a lot of us and she had a very small 2-bedroom. So we was just trying to find the first thing, and we found that. We seen the bugs, but we didn't think it was too bad. But first week we stayed in there, we all had to sleep upstairs in the loft because there was so many freaking roaches. So many freaking roaches. And I'd rather live in an apartment at this point, because in an apartment, they have maintenance that have to come and spray. You don't have to deal with the shit. But it's just the fact that I have dogs. Well, I have one little dog, and then I have one big pit bull. And yeah, you know how people feel about the pit bulls. But yeah, so I just want to move at this point. So I'm just trying to repair what I can repair, which is repairable. Because like I said, them cabinets in the kitchen are just falling apart. Anytime they do any maintenance work, it's like shit that I could do. Repairs I could have made. That's how it looked. Like an amateur did it. But I'm just over it. I'm really over living in Vegas. I just want to move out of Vegas, but I don't know where. I think I want to move to Portland. Pretty sure I want to move to Portland. Portland. I used to want to move to Georgia, but not no more. Portland or San Diego, one or two. I know they both in two totally opposite directions, but it's like either one. Yeah, but I just want to move. That's my goal. I have a lot of goals, so I'm just trying to, complete them one little bit at a time, and that's what I'm doing. But for right now, today, clean up the house and doing laundry. So, how you guys going with your goals for this year? Remember, the goals are just goals that you set for yourself. There really ain't no time period on completing them. So, don't stress out if you don't complete what you set out for this year, because you have as long as you need to complete a goal. I had to learn that too. So, I hope you guys are getting your goals completed, living your best life, keeping your mental straight. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Peace.